Oh, this is awesome. God, I fucking love UFC fighters. UFC fighter Bryce Mitchell says he won't be vaccinating his kid and wants to homeschool him so he doesn't end up gay and communist. And I fucking love that, dude. More of this, please. I mean, this is basically eugenics in the other direction. Like, you literally are just saying, like, I'm going to kill my child. Like, it's fine. It's like, if you're this desperate to not, like, if you're this desperate to populate the earth and then have them die, then who cares? You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. Modern medicine can only take you so far, okay?
I want to show y'all Tucker James. He's over 12 pounds now. He's born at 7.8 pounds.
Yeah, he won't end up gay in communities because measles will kill this kid before they can walk. Yup.
So he's very healthy. He's doing very good. I wanted to encourage y'all not to vaccinate your children because I think it's bad for their health.
Hell yeah, brother. You're right. Because honestly, anyone that believes that message and goes along with it is probably going to kill their child. Okay? Therefore, you know, it's like, at this point, you are desperately... What? Ironically enough, I ran into one of your haters on the internet, and he says he doesn't like debating about you because he doesn't know anything about politics, which is wild. He's a hater with no real reason. That's awesome. Yeah. There's a lot of malleable people out there. I feel kind of bad. The CTE is screaming. Dude, let me tell you something. Okay? If you fight against modern medicine to this degree, there, at a certain point, you know, like, natural selection has to kick in. Like, we have developed society to a certain degree where we thought, perhaps foolishly, that, like, we had overcome nature, okay? And yet, man still rears its ugly, animalistic, primal head. Okay? Every part of our existence on this planet is unnatural. Okay? Every part. From skyscrapers to modern medicine. And if in a little bit, but if you are this desperate to kill your next of kin, okay, there's nothing I can do for you at that point. You might as... This is, in my opinion, functionally a late-term abortion. I feel bad for the baby. But, you know, the baby's already got the fucking 500-yard stare anyway. Look at that thing. Sucking on his thumb like, yeah, I'm going to die soon. This is fucked up.
Kill him, give him some type of... make him autistic. I mean, seriously, these vaccines are poisonous, so...
Bro. I mean this with all sincerity. The autism vaccine would save this child. Perhaps the only thing that could save this child. Okay? Give this kid the homosexuality, gay autism vaccine pronto. Save his life. Maybe it's just me, but I think every child should have autism. I agree. My dad was so stupid. He believes the reason I'm autistic is because he vaxxed me and said it's his biggest regret as a parent. That's awesome. That's so funny. I work at a pharmacy and a lot of 18 and early 20-year-olds are coming in for MMR vaccines now. Where did the idea even come from that you can become autistic? Well, one, you're on Twitch. So this is the closest you can actually get to becoming autistic, even if you weren't. But beyond the jokes, it actually comes from a doctor, a former doctor by the name of Andrew Wakefield. During the time of the MMR vaccines mass release in England, Andrew Wakefield had his own vaccine, a competitive vaccine to the MMR vaccine. So he decided to create faulty data, torture a bunch of children in the process, and come out with a debunked study that showed, I guess, for all the dummies, that vaccines, the MMR vaccines specifically, were causing autism. was making kids autistic. Now, of course, they debunked this in England, where at the time they at least had some level of competence in their medicine. And then they were like, "You're no longer a doctor. What the fuck are you doing?" So what did Andrew Wakefield do? Well, he did what every snake oil salesman does. He came to the land of the free, home of the brave. And he had a phenomenal career after that. He dated models. He lives in a fucking massive compound. He travels the globe as the foremost authority on vaccines causing autism. He moved to America and made a fucking killing. Okay? That's right. Now he lives his days in Texas in a fucking fat compound, having sex with his model girlfriend / wife, I think, and killing it, as a matter of fact, because we love dupes. We are dupes. We're a nation of dupes, and we love dudes who fucking sell us a lie. We love that shit. Anything that distracts us from the actual crippling, awful, oppressive nature of late-stage capitalism and, you know, beams our interest in the exact opposite unproductive direction, like whether it be flat earth conspiracies, whether it be vaccine conspiracies, whether it all, of course, almost always ties back to Jewish people at the heart of all of those conspiracies, doing like all of this evil stuff for no other reason other than the fact that they are like lizards or whatever. Like anything that keeps us away from recognizing that you know, the systems are designed in a way to churn out these outcomes that are slowly but surely killing us and making life unbearable, you know, is great. I will lean into that garbage all day, every day. Jenny McCarthy also helped propagate the vaccines give autism. She was a massive advocate of it in the late 90s and early 2000s. Jenny McCarthy, I shelved a shit ton of her dumbass books about being victim to her autistic child who got it from vaccines when I worked at Borders in 2009. So many Karens bought them. Oh, hell yeah. The People's Convention, TPUSA, Toilet Paper USA. Oh, my God. Some of the best. Oh, it's awesome. Detroit, June 14th, 16th. Detroit, Michigan, baby. Dropping fucking bombs up in this shit. Truth bombs. The All-Star Brigade. Where's Jordo? I'm surprised Jordo's not invited. Jordo Peterson used to go to these things. Why is he not invited any longer? The Tulsi Gabbard saga will always be funny. Yeah. Lee Zeldin. Matt Gaetz getting so much mileage off that one pick. Yeah, it's just, he still truly looks evil on this. If you fry eggs with miso, curry, and mustard, it tastes like sausage, by the way. Thank you for that information. They found out he's Canadian. They still haven't found out about Nigel Farage being British. Dude, there is no way you can't find out Nigel Farage is British. Look at how ugly he is. Okay? He has the Tory phenotype. And it's just, look at him. Look at him. Nigel. My name is Nigel Farage. That's right. I'm here to talk to you about Brexit. You can't be named. I've never met a Nigel that wasn't British, bro. To be fair, I've never met a Nigel in general. Thank God. But like, there is no American named Nigel, I don't think. I know a Mexican Nigel. What happened there, dude? Rick Scott, my former governor, Lamau. Yeah, dude, this is the Demon Brigade. It is all of the worst demons. What is this? Add another chapter. An officer was called to help a blind deaf dog. He shot him instead. Oh yeah, I saw this. They literally fucking the police investigated this affair and found no wrongdoing, by the way, which is, of course, the least shocking turn of events. Anyway. But yeah, let's keep going with this.
Don't vaccinate your kids. Tucker's also going to be homeschooled. We're going to have to homeschool our kids, or they're all going to end up turning
yeah, baby. Not vaccinated and homeschooled. I want to make sure this child is broken. Okay, I want to make sure that there is no fucking way this kid is all right.
Hey, and that's the reason that I'm going to homeschool Tucker's, because I don't want him to be a communist. I don't want him to worship Satan. I don't want him to be gay. I'm going to have to homeschool him. Now, look, guys, out of the public schools, they've took...
Who the fuck is snoring in the background? At first, I thought it was the noise coming out of that baby. Someone is just passed the fuck out.
The most valuable book of all time, which is the #1 selling book of all time.
Harry Potter. The One Piece manga. I'm teaching this baby the immortal lessons instilled upon all of us by Oda.
Oldest, most accurate historical document that there ever was, the Bible. They took it out of the schools and they replaced it with Edgar Allan Poe, who's shacked up with his cousin. Okay, my son ain't gonna be.
Wait, what? Bro, you can't be looking like this in a wood cabin like this, talking a big game about fucking your cousin, okay? You can't look like you are the byproduct of cousin fuckers while simultaneously being like, I hate cousin fuckers. You understand me? Only I get to fuck my cousin. Yeah. I have the dirty fucking Muslims. I'm an IDF soldier video in the tank, in the chamber.
Be reading on Edgar Allan Poe, okay? He's gonna be reading the Bible.
Yeah, no Edgar Allan Poe for me. No, thank you. Okay. Guess what? I'm not even letting this child learn how to read. Okay. He's not even going to know how to read or write.
That's just how it is. And I'm just telling you, if you don't teach your kid these things.
Yo, he drilled his balls to a plank of wood with a power drill. That's how he was known at first in the MMA scene. Respect. Wait, how was he still able to have a child?
He's going to be fed right to the...
This is a trad male who sits in the driver's seat of his baby mama's car waiting for her to get out of work, and then he slides over to the passenger side when she's walking out. Alpha.
Devil, okay?
Well, to be fair, he's not allowed to drive. So what is he supposed to do? Okay? The goddamn communist nanny state took his driver's license away after he ran over those children. Okay? It's fucked up. Thank God his daddy knew the DA. Okay? So they were able to drop the charges. But they still took his license away. He didn't have to go to jail. But, it's kind of like a jail when you're not allowed to drive. Okay?
So we're not going to let that happen here. And actually, when I was at the hospital, they said since I didn't want to do a PKU, which is where they draw blood from the kid, they poke them with the needle and draw their blood and then test their blood. I didn't want to do that. And I told them, I'm not doing a PKU. None of that's going to happen. You're not sticking this kid with a needle. Then they told me that the DHS was going to come and investigate me, had rights to take the kid, all of this. They threatened me with violence from the government, basically. Now, they said, what do you think about that? And I said, well, that's all right. I'll be dead. They said, what? I said, you heard me. I said, I'll be dead. It will be a cold day in hell when somebody comes try to take this baby from me. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care if it's DHS, FBI, CIA. I will be dead before anybody lays a finger on this child without my consent. And so that's the kind of passion it's going to take from parents. And if you're not ready to do that, to go to that extent and protect your child, you shouldn't have a child, because I will die for this child. And I'm going to ensure he has the best life that he can.
Like, why is he making this video? Just live your life, dog. I don't understand. Like, what causes someone to be like, I am calling on the authorities. I'm trying to have a standoff. I'm trying to have a standoff with federal agents at my house when they are forced to take action against me. Like, he could have just had all of these opinions and just kept it to himself And people would just suspect that he's probably doing child abuse, but he didn't have to literally be like, I'm doing child abuse. You understand me? I'm doing child abuse. It's my baby. I can do it if I want to. You can't do nothing about it. It's my child, which is kind of like my property, okay?
And that's all I have to say.
Yeah, I'd rather die. To be fair, though, it's crazy. It says, I'll die and leave this baby fatherless instead of being a good father. I'm going to be honest with you. In that situation, it might be a dramatic improvement on the baby's life. just saying, okay? The way he has detailed what kind of future awaits this child, it seems terrifying, okay, for the child.